This novel, written by You-Jeong Kim, features a story of young love between the son of a tenant and the daughter of a manager who takes care of tenants for the landowner. The author is so famous that some of his works show in school textbooks.
Camellia flowers. Our rooster was being chased again today. I was on my way to gather firewood, and I heard the loud flapping of roosters in the back. I turned back and found the two roosters fighting again. The G-Mession's rooster, looks like a badger with bigger head and stronger body, was dominating our smaller rooster. It pecked the comb of our rooster while flapping its wings and then stepped back, keeping a distance, and attacked his neck right away. The fight was one-sided. Every time our rooster was pecked, he cried in pain like, caw-caw, with his beak touching the ground. Its comb was bleeding since her rooster pecked the scar of its comb again. I felt like the bleeding comb was mine. I was so upset that I couldn't stand it. I'd really like to smash her rooster with a stick from my backpack, but I didn't. I just swung my stick in the air to scare off her rooster. I was pretty sure that it was G-Mession who made them fight each other again. She wanted to piss me off. I didn't understand why she did it to me these days. I didn't care about the potato incident that happened 4 days ago. She irritated me on her way to pick wild greens when I was busy making a fence for my house. She tiptoed towards me through my house to talk to me. "Are you working alone?" Her talking to me was unexpected, because we used to ignore each other, not to mention rarely speaking. So she seemed so strange to me that day. "What's wrong with me working alone?" I said. "Are you enjoying your work?" she asked. "I think it's too early to do that. You better wait until the middle of the summer," she went on. She kept talking and then laughed with her hand covering her mouth. She seemed like she was getting crazier as the weather got warmer. I didn't understand why she's laughing because it's not funny to me. After she checked out the inside of her house, she took something out of her apron with her right hand and showed me that right under my chin. There were 3 warm potatoes in her hand. "You don't have these in your home, do you?" she asked. She told me to hurry up and eat them before anyone else saw us. And she kept saying, "Spring potatoes taste best. I'm not gonna eat them. You just take them back," I said angrily, pushing the potatoes over my shoulder back to her. I didn't even turn to look at her. She was standing still and didn't move. That was the moment I realized that something's going wrong. I could hear her breathing getting heavier. I turned around and was surprised to see her. I had never seen her dark-skinned face turn that red for the last 3 years since our family had moved here. She was staring at me fiercely, and then tears sprang to her eyes. She took her basket and rushed to the bank of the rice field with teeth clenched. When the seniors in the village asked her, "When are you going to get married?" she casually answered, smiling, "I'm just waiting for the right timing." She was not the type of girl who was shy and easily showed her tears to others. Rather, she was kind of a girl who would club me on the back with her basket before run away. I don't know why, but she became very cold later. I knew I was wrong when I ignored her kindness by not eating the potatoes. But her saying you don't have potatoes in your home actually pissed me off because she hurt my integrity. Our family is much poorer than her family. Her father's job is to take care of all the tenants as a manager hired by a landlord, and my father's just one of those tenants. My father always tries to get on her father's good side. When our family first moved to this village, Jae-Myung's father lent us part of his land so we could build our own house to live. Her family has also helped us more to make my parents sing nothing but praises. For example, they've given us food every time we had nothing to eat. My mom warned me to be careful when I'm with K-zzan. My mom is worried that other villagers may misunderstand us as a couple. We're the same age, 17 years old. My parents are actually worried about losing a job as a tenant or being kicked out of our house by Jae-Myung's father, who might get angered at us having a date without his permission. I don't get it. Why has she made me so irritated these days? It was in the evening the next day. I heard the screaming of a chicken on my way back from the firewood gathering. I was passing by Jin-soon's house, thinking somebody was slaughtering a chicken. Then I was bothered after finding what's happening in the yard of her house. She was sitting in the yard holding and beating up our brood hen. "You die, die, bitch," she shouted, beating the chicken not in her head, but her ass. The chicken seemed so hurt that she might not be able to lay eggs anymore. I was shivering with anger. I stopped her when there was no one else in Jae-Myung's house. "What if the chicken can't lay eggs anymore, bitch?" I shouted, with knocking the middle of the fence with my stick. She ignored me and kept bullying our chicken. I was pretty sure that was her plan to make me upset, because she already knew what time I would pass by her house coming back from the mountain. I knew that I couldn't go inside and fight her. All I could do was just to smash her fence with my stick when she was beating our chicken. That was unfair, even though I could mess up a little bit of the fence of her house. "Are you gonna kill my chicken, bitch?" I shouted again. She stopped beating and came to me. Then she threw our chicken at my head. "This thing's so gross," she cried. "Gross? Then why did you hold up such a gross chicken that long?" I said. I almost lost my temper, but I had to turn around to leave. As I held up the chicken to go on my way back home, the chicken took shit on my forehead. I could tell the chicken was really hurt. She replied behind me with low voice,